Good afternoon. We are back with another podcast. We were going to do a podcast with our boy today to talk about juggalos, but he didn't respond to my text, so we just wanted him to go on without him because I'm not going to wait for anyone. Today we are going to talk about... That is unprofessional, Alex. I do not appreciate that.
I'm thinking that in AJ Styles just had their match in Crown Jewel and he put him in the walls of Jericho. So,
All right, let's talk about Crown Jewel then. How was it?
I didn't watch it yet because it started at 8 in the morning because they were in Australia. So
8 in the morning?
Yeah, that's the thing when they're out, not in America, man. Like, dude, they start so early. Like, I know in Riyadh they always goes from 12 to 3. So. Oh, the show ended at 12:30, so. But no, it was good. You had Cena versus AJ Styles. You had Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. You had the main event was Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, and the Seth Rollins won. So, spoiler, sorry, but yeah, no, it was a good show. It wasn't too bad. I'm more focused on the show we're going to tomorrow, to be honest.
Yeah, I know. Tomorrow we're going to TNA Bound for Glory. It's supposed to be Hardy Boys and Boys retirement match.
Yeah.
It is a tremendous honor to be able to experience the retirement matches.
Yeah. Well, Dudley's at least. They're not. The Hardy Boys are holding too many titles. I don't think they're going to retire, but this would be the last whammy for the Dudley Boys probably. But they were just on Jericho's podcast yesterday, so I gave that a listen. That was pretty good. Just talking about the good old days and how they build rapport with each other and just how good they are together. So
yeah, and
you ever watched all those matches?
Matches? No.
No? Oh, dude. You gotta watch that. That's something you should do on your free time. Just watch all the TLC matches. Or you watch yeah.
Oh yeah, I've actually saw the classic TLC match where there's Christian versus Edge, Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys, and
WrestleMania 17. That's one of my top 5 favorite matches. I love that match.
Yeah, I think that was on Monday Night Raw, and it was really good.
No, that was Monday Night Raw. That was on a pay-per-view. That was WrestleMania.
That was WrestleMania?
WrestleMania was X7, yeah. And then they had a ladder match. You could Google, yeah, because the first 3 they had it was all Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys and Hardy Boys. The 4th one on Raw was Christian and Jericho versus Spike and Bubba Ray versus Kane versus another team. But that one was pretty damn good though. That's the one on Raw. I think you saw TLC 4, and then Jericho was part of TLC 3. That was on SmackDown because it was It was the guy who cannot be named. Well, Benoit and Jericho versus those 3 teams. Hardys. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think of those AI videos that are going around?
I love
WWE.
I love it, dude. I'm liking every one. I'm sending them to everybody. I think it's I like it because you would have thought culture-wise it would have happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there was nothing bigger in there was nothing bigger in 96 or 97 than wrestling, and then I know Pac. Well, they both died in 97, right? So yeah, no, it could have happened, I guess, but
Pac died in 96, Big died in 97.
Okay, so it was kind of before the boom, I guess, but if they were around, they probably would have done something easily.
Oh yeah,
because they would have had so much fucking money to spend
and they just want to have fun mostly.
Yeah, and if they get Rodman and Malone and all these other guys to do it, they definitely would have got fucking Biggie to do it. So I like the Mr. Rogers ones more too. That shit's hilarious. They made him a heel. He's like, none of you are my neighbors. You're oh, dude, so good.
All right, I'm on
this. And it's crazy ones that they do with Stephen Hawking, and they throw him off the top of the Hell in the Cell. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, no, seriously, I was
funny.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of AI. It officially released in November 2022, so I kind of go back and look at Sports Science Era before it would happen. Yeah,
it just shows how fast we are with technology, though.
Yeah.
Generally.
I don't like AI, man.
No, I like it for some things, but then like, you know.
Okay, I'll use ChatGPT sometimes, but it's not to like do my work or the thinking for me. I just do it to, to research stuff and,
Yeah, no, ChatGPT is good. Like I did it to do like my resume and stuff. Like it's better that way. But
yeah, it's useful for that. But other than that, I just feel like I try not to use it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, I'm on Inside the Ropes Wrestling TNA magazine. This was published 3 hours ago.
Yep.
It was written by Joel Vargujuis. I don't know.
No, Inside the Ropes is good. And they're good because they have a guy named he always I don't remember. I think it's Kenny McIntosh, if I'm not mistaken, but he always interviews all the like wrestlers when they go overseas because they're based in UK. So in UK, you can't. UK fans are fucking insane about.
They
this.
are, right?
Like honestly, I think they're more like crowd wise, they're better than the American fans. The American fans just want fucking blood and guts. I feel that's the problem. They want crazy shit. Well, not most. Like I feel like a lot of American fans are just like strenuous and they like talk shit. Like, but I feel like UK they actually appreciate the art.
Yeah.
And so does Japan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Japan, they like bloodthirsty stuff, but they can appreciate the art too.
Yeah, because they're quiet. It's like, do I suck? And then it's like, no. But like, I think with American fans, they're just too fucking senile. I hate saying that, but like, I think that it is, because if we're not getting all this crazy shit, or we're so like instantaneous too, you know what I mean? If we're not getting 6 fucking moonsaults, it's not a good match. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. Like, wrestling culture-wise. Like, UK has a little bit of that problem, but UK at least has a good chance. And they'll be interested in the matches. And then, like, even promo-wise, they'll be like, they could fucking shut somebody up just with getting a chant going.
Imagine if TKO has so much power that they start arresting people in the UK for showing opinions against WWE.
No, they won't do that. Nah. Yeah, I hope not, because I don't think that would. I hope that doesn't happen. We're already losing a lot of decent fucking people because of words, but
I know. But yeah, this was written by Joel Vargas. There's AEW star's name chanted at Crown Jewel after AJ Styles steals his finisher.
Yeah, Christopher Daniels did, yeah.
AJ Styles versus John Cena at WWE Crown Jewel Perth was a match for the ages. The C Nation leader is riding off into the sunset, and he wants to pay tribute to as many of his past rivals as he possibly can. He did at Clash in Paris against Logan Paul, and also during his United States Championship challenge against title holder Sami Zayn. But what the Australian fans witnessed in Perth was something else. Bray Wyatt, Rusev, Randy Orton, The Undertaker, The Miz, and Chris Jericho were among the many names of John Cena paid tribute to by using each legend's finisher on Styles in an attempt to beat the TNA original. While Cena has been doing this for some time now, what surprised fans is that the Phenomenal One has had some tributes of his own, beginning with his ring gear, which was reminiscent of his early days in TNA.
No, he looked good.
Styles is a very like technical wrestler, right?
No, Styles is the fucking man. Oh, I loved it. Oh yeah, I loved AJ Styles back in like the beginning of TNA when it like first not when it first opened, but like I would say like 05, 06. That's when I really got into TNA, and so Sting was there, Kurt Angle was there. Like you had big enough names. You had Christian Cage, but then you had the Samoa Joes, the Christopher Daniels, the Kazarians. You know what I mean? Like, but AJ was my guy. I would say AJ was probably my favorite wrestler in TNA.
05 TNA, I feel like was like at its peak with like the
wrestling wise, like not like storyline wise. I would say, like they got to a point where they were pulling in like 2.5 billion when Hogan was there in 2010. 2010. Jesus Christ. So, no, I think they've had like match wise, it was the quality was amazing, but
yeah,
so you got to think with 05, that was only 3 years in because it started in 02. So, like, you had enough big names, but you didn't really have, like, Jeff Jarrett, like, ran it. So, it was like, you had him. But then once Angle got there, that's when everything fucking was like, oh, shit, you know? It was Kurt Angle. You had Christian Cage. Booker T went there for a little bit. You had Scott Steiner. You had Kevin Nash. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I love Sting, too. He's one of my personal faves. So, it's like, you had big enough names, so... And then the Hardy Boys, well, Jeff would go back and forth, and then Matt went after like he got released. So, but now they're killing it again. So
I got a question about the ring. Like, what was the reason why they changed it from a 6-sided ring to a 4-sided ring? Was
they
it
wanted like more. I've heard it was just more tradition. They wanted to like actually be more of a like not wrestling company, but like the bumps were brutal.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Hurt
No,
much?
it's like it's more padding.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not padding. It's more like the surface. So like if you're landing on like if you're landing, so like I was watching an interview with AJ Styles on Van Fleet, and he was saying like he took the bump on the 4-sided, and he's like, oh, this is great. Like the 6-sided ring is just it's too much like open canvas.
Yeah.
To where like it's not as strong or like not as padded, I guess, because it's hard, like especially like those you know how they do like ringside bumps. So like they'll do like a fucking like Hurricane Runner or like the Canadian Destroyer on to the fucking side of the ring. Those would be way worse on a 6-sided ring than a
Oh, okay.
so
But yeah, the article goes on. AJ Styles locks John Cena in the Coquina Clutch. Samoa Joe chance break out at WWE Crown Jewel Perth.
Yep.
Samoa Joe and AJ Styles have played an important part in each other's careers. They're locked horns across various wrestling promotions, including TNA, ROH, and even WWE.
Yeah.
When the Phenomenal One countered John Cena's Walls of Jericho and locked in Joe's finisher, the Coquina Clutch,
Yeah.
fans were sent into a frenzy. The former WWE star's iconic Joe chant broke out inside the RAC arena, interestingly, Styles also paid tribute to TNA legends Christopher Daniels and Sting, both of whom he has worked with in his career.
Right.
As AJ Styles confirmed the previous night, this was the last time these two faced each other. In the end, John Cena defeated Styles, but here it wasn't the victory that mattered. It was a match full of tributes and one that fans will remember for years to come.
Yeah. No, it looked good. I personally didn't watch the match yet, but all the like snippets and shorts, I was like, yeah.
I always hear stuff about like WWE, botching John Cena's, retirement run, but the fans seem to be liking it in the moment.
No, because they need to, because he only has 4 more dates, and his next date's in Boston. So,
oh yeah, when's he coming to Boston?
I think it's like the 17th. I'll do
It is in November.
Yeah, it's in November. Yeah,
all right.
Because they lost the bid to fucking DC, they didn't want to bid on it. So it's like, hey, I get it.
Okay, yeah, the 17th is in November. Yes.
Yeah, was that a Monday?
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it'd be the 10th or the 17th. Because I think the 17th they're in MSG, and then the 10th they're in Boston.
Yeah, and
so.
and like when you first, I remember we talked about it on the second episode of the podcast. When he first turned heel, that was insane because I was like Cena as like as a face, as a real face, and now oh my god.
No, I think it was just more the story didn't flourish, and that's where it came down to. I don't think the heel turn in itself and the action was amazing, but then like the story was terrible.
Yeah,
so he had good promos. I mean, the fans are gonna love him regardless. So that's where is what it is.
Let's hope the ticket seats aren't 2 months rent, huh?
No, they will be. So.
Yeah, they will be. That's why I'm not willing to go see you. That's another thing, guys. So when I was at the gathering, there was this food vendor, vendor, like airbender, like fucking earthbenders and shit. No, there was this food vendor that had $5 burgers, and the reason that they only have $5 because they know how expensive gathering tickets are.
Yeah,
full pass is like $300, yo.
Oh shit.
So like,
wait, 4-day fast?
Yeah, for all 4 days, yeah.
Oh shit.
And me and my friend Zach, we were like saving up like mad money to just so we can buy the tickets. Yeah, and yeah, so it's like, why do things need to be expensive? You do not have to make things this expensive. Okay, look, I'm not the best business guy in the world,
right,
but I have studied business, and I know that there is a way you can make your business going afloat without putting your customers in debt.
Technically, but
yeah, and anything else you want to add?
No, honestly, no, not for Not for Cena. No.
Not for Cena. All right. I guess that's all we. I guess that's all for now. When it comes to wrestling.
Yeah. No, because Bound for Glory can get more in detail a little later.
We'll talk about Bound for Glory when after.
Eventually, we're on Iron Man, and then the next podcast could like break it down because it's gonna be a hell of a show
for sure. All right, guys, we're gonna go masturbate now, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about RFK and Tylenol.
And there we go.
Oh yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna talk about a guy who might get assassinated. Kennedy, RFK.
Oh God, no, you can't. His wife's fucking awesome. So
yeah, his wife is awesome.
But no, dude, you can't do that. I hope that.
So yeah, so I have autism, guys. If you couldn't tell,
I don't think you're autistic. You seem a little more like a little burgers of the ass.
Burgers of the ass is like high functioning autism.
High functioning. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I have Asperger's. I got diagnosed with when I was like 8 and 9, and it has had an impact on my life that is untold. But I can tell you that it is not because my mom took Tylenol when pregnant with me. It's probably because she smoked crack when pregnant with me, but nah, my mom didn't smoke crack.
Please. You fuck. Jesus. Yeah, she's coming down tonight, dude.
Yeah, she is. She is coming down tonight. My mom's passed us of 5 years this Monday. Jesus Christ.
But on Columbus Day, on the date, she died the 10th.
No, the 13th.
13th. Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, she probably is gonna use Columbus Day as an excuse to come haunt us because she wants to stick it to those imperialist pigs that destroyed her country. But anyway, so I don't know how she would have felt about RFK because I never asked her about RFK Jr. But now that not to get political here, guys, but during the 2024 election, I actually wanted to vote for RFK.
Yeah,
but he dropped out of the election, and I regrettably voted for Donald Trump as he has gone full fascist.
Well, not fascist. He just loves Israel too much. That's all. I think that's the problem. Like, it just comes down to,
we all know why he loves Israel too much.
They have to bail himself out. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
But anyway, this is from the Associated Press by Thomas Beaumont and Laura Ungar. Kennedy re-ups unproven Tylenol autism link during cabinet meeting as Trump repeats, "Don't take it."
When was this? How long ago was it?
This was written October 9th, and today's October 11th.
Oh, yeah, 2 days ago. Not bad.
All right. Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Thursday reasserted the unproven link between the pain reliever Tylenol and autism and suggested people who oppose the theory were motivated by hatred of President Donald Trump.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, he says wild stuff. Yeah. During a meeting with Trump and the cabinet, Kennedy reiterated the connection even while noting there was no medical proof to substantiate the claim. He also mistakenly described a pregnant woman's anatomy and linked autism to circumcision.
What the fuck?
I'm not circumcised, but I am autistic.
Yeah. So imagine if you were circumcised autistic. You're like, what the fuck? You'd be sticking your dick in everything and not knowing what to do.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to peel your foreskin back to clean it.
There we go. Oh, God.
All right. Anybody who takes the stuff during pregnancy unless they have to is irresponsible. Kennedy told Trump.
Oh, my
God. Fellow cabinet members, it is not proof. We're doing the studies to make the proof. Make the proof, man. Come on.
Yeah, this is bad. This is worse than I thought.
Yeah, so
like that. Like I thought, like genuinely, like I don't know. Like part of me was like, okay, like maybe, God forbid, like because it's not the actual name brand of Tylenol. It might be the actual like pill, or like the actual like name, like the actual thing of it. But then but now it's just more like a fucking. I don't know. They're trying to just make. I don't know. Where are you a fucking laughing stock? But Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is weird. And that was. So here's the thing. I know that Kennedy is capable of proving something. Like he has like an entire book, like exposing like big pharma. And
and that's the thing. Like he should be like I'm all for that, but like something like this, I don't know. Like with no clay, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, and like it's just like focus on getting rid of big pharma, man. It's like being like,
Well, not get hot time and all.
we'll give you a hot size all, stuff like that, and like
There's a bomb in the car.
there's a bomb in that car, Cheryl.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Tylenol makes you kid.
I don't make intertarded. My vaccines cause autism. And he says, and like all of his kids are vaxxed. He says, so I don't know if it's like a money thing or or maybe it's. I mean, if you're in that world, you're gonna be bullshit to an extent,
Right.
So I don't know, but like he is right about like the government and big pharma collaborating to control the population with.
Of course, no, and that's where like I totally agreed with him on that. But now like he's just stooping to like bullshit, stupid levels. I feel, and that's like, dude, like what the fuck?
Yeah, no,
Like,
and
you make all these, not even a big promise, but like you get on, like, to be honest, like, dude, I think he had the libertarians and the third party voters go to Trump.
Mhm.
There's one state where like, oh, they got RFK, like, all right, let's go, let's do it. And then now it's like, what the fuck?
do you think it was a plan? Their plan all along,
You know what?
to get the voters to have RFK, to have people want to vote for RFK, but RFK drop out at the last minute and go to
No,
Trump.
I don't even think it was like that. I think RFK just was tired of fucking spending his own money.
Yeah.
Because, like, well, like, dude, he's not gonna, he's a Kennedy, but, like, I don't want to go, like, too deep, but, like, dude, if he's not part of the deep state, or, like, that era of, you know what I mean, like, he's not gonna be funded as good as he would have been, like, say, like, 20, 25 years ago. You know what I mean?
No.
So, but if he's, I don't know, like he were to do it, really tried to do it on his own, but then you can't, you know what I mean? You gotta suck. I hate saying this, but like, dude, you gotta suck a little fucking whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
someone's gonna be fucking on your ass, like, regardless of how you feel, like, like, dude, like, you could be like full blown libertarian, like third party, but then like NRA is gonna fucking pay you, or like say like, hey, like if you run as a Republican, we'll give you this, or like
That's how it works, man. That's how it
you know
works.
what I mean? So like that's where like with the lobbyism, that's where like I get mad.
And who created lobbying? Reagan.
Yeah. And who created the fucking the crack?
CIA.
Yeah.
It's like they created AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely created it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You're not telling me no, and that's the thing. Like that's why I don't like the fact that, like, I understand if Freddie Mercury got it because he was gay, like he fucked guys in the ass. Like I get it, but like don't tell me Magic Johnson, Charlie Sheen, and fucking Charlie Sheen might have got it from drugs,
Probably. Yeah.
So, but like two of the most heterosexual men of the '80s. Magic Johnson and fucking Eazy-E. Don't tell me they fucking got AIDS. I mean, that's bullshit.
What do you think of those rumors that who'd Suge Knight infected Eazy-E with AIDS?
No, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit. Nah, like, dude, like, and that's the thing that kills me. I'm like, dude, but then I don't know. It is just a very interesting, like, I know we get a little off topic sometimes, but like it is very interesting that only 3 types of people could get it, but then like now it hit heterosexual people. And you're like, really?
Well, yeah, because it was created to control the black and homosexual population.
Yeah.
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 And that's not a conspiracy, that's a fact.
That's
It was like there's like in the book I'm reading, Behold a Pale Horse by Bill Cooper, he has like the documentation where the government gave an agency, I can't remember the name of it, $10 million to create AIDS.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything's created in a fucking lab. Even coronavirus.
And yeah, that it was created in a lab. Do you think that we really it was bought somewhere because someone in China ate a bat?
Yeah, no, like come on, dude. And it's respiratory, so how the fuck would eating a bat even fucking create respiratory problems?
Yeah, I know.
Because that would be like if it's like a infected, I don't fucking know. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. That was probably like a propaganda thing.
Yes, I remember working when during COVID, and we would have to like wipe down all the services, and then like I downloaded something where it's like, dude, it's a fucking airborne illness. It's not gonna stay on surfaces, you fuck.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like, this is bullshit. And this was like 6 months in. I'm like, all right, if it's airborne, just wear your fucking mask. If you feel sick, don't fucking come in. Like, dude, like, what the fuck? Why are we not like speeding up the fucking process?
Because they wanted money, yo.
That's all. Yeah, money. Because in this fucking state too.
Pfizer and Moderna, they were making billions of dollars with deals from the government, man. It's all
fucking
bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the reason why hydrochloroquine and ivermectin, that shit's like available over the counter, like aspirin is over in like India. I remember when COVID was going on, I kind of noticed that no one was dying in India when it was like the most densely populated like country ever.
And then like no one was dying in Shanghai or fucking Asia.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, how the fuck are these highly densely populated places fucking not dying, especially with the highest two populations?
Yeah.
So like,
and the reason why America sucks at handling crises is because profit off processing.
No, but like we're fat as fuck too. So like that's why like, dude, like obesity is gonna cause a lot of fucking issues when you have like as fat as, or like just as obese as we fucking are. Like, dude, like, and our supply chain is fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's all. So let's go back to the fucking tism.
Autism. All right. Kennedy has long espoused unconventional beliefs about public health, which have promoted concern among medical experts that, as a health secretary, he could upend the country's evidence-based health policies. Kennedy noticed during the meeting that he had seen a TikTok video on Thursday, which he said featured a pregnant woman gobbling Tylenol and cursing Trump. The level of
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that is stupid. If you're gonna do that out of spite, you're gonna have fun changing your 14-year-old retard's diaper, dude.
Jesus Christ.
The level of Trump derangement syndrome has now left the political landscape and now in the realm of pathology, he said. Kennedy also said the woman was taken to all with a baby in her placenta. But yes, okay, so say that you're doing that out of spite. Are you really gonna say that he was right? Are you really gonna fuck up your kids?
But that's not looking at so.
Yeah, it's like you get accused of being a misogynist, but you suck at being a misogynist like in practice. I noticed that because like you're like nice to women, you're like nice to everybody. You know, you're more of a gentleman than me.
Yeah. No, I just speak my mind.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's my problem. And I just genuinely don't go for fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless, like, and then, like, even if I create my own bullshit, it is what it is. But I don't know.
Yeah. And, all right, a fetus develops in the uterus, not the placenta. The placenta is a temporary organ that develops in the uterus during pregnancy and provides oxygen, nutrients, and hormones to the growing fetus.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, yeah, all right, here's what we know about autism in Taiwan. All right, here are the facts. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists have long recommended acetaminophen as a safe option during pregnancy. Tylenol's label already advises women to ask their doctor about use in pregnancy, and the Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine also continues to advise that it's an appropriate option. All right, so the experts like say that
it's fine.
Yeah.
No, of course. No,
so you got to ask your doctors about stuff, and if the doctor says it's okay, then it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And Robert F. Kennedy, he may be a lawyer, but he's not a physician. So
no, so he just wants to make fucking America skinny, dude. And that's all. But then not no shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's like a huge health nut. So there are huge potential downsides to avoiding Tylenol when a pregnant woman really needs it, according to the nation's leading pregnancy doctors. Untreated fevers, for example, can increase the risk of birth defects, premature birth, and miscarriages, according to the Society for Maternal Fetal Medicine. In October, Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. reiterated the unproven connection between Tylenol and autism, saying that infant boys who are circumcised... What does circumcision have to do with it?
Yeah, this is wild.
Have doubled the rate of autism because they are given Tylenol after the procedure. This claim seems to refer to a study from 2015. Researchers from that study noted that they had no data on painkillers or anesthetics used, and thus couldn't address whether Tylenol was linked to autism. That is very weird.
Yeah.
Kennedy's statement came 2 weeks after he stood with Trump in the White House as the president used his office to promote unproven and, in some cases, discredited ties between Tylenol, Vaccines and autism. Kennedy also said Thursday that infant boys who are circumcised have double the rate of autism because they are given Tylenol after the procedure. This claim seems to refer to a study in the Journal of Royal Society of Medicine from 2015, which looked at ritual circumcision and the risk of autism spectrum disorder in boys under the age of 10 in Denmark. It found that those who had undergone the procedure, which involves the removal of the foreskin from the penis, were more likely to develop autism than other boys in the study. Really?
Wow.
So if I got circumcised, I'd probably be a retard by now.
Oh, damn. Jesus Christ. All right, Conan. You said it.
Researchers suggested a potential link might be due to the pain of the procedure. Okay, so the pain traumatizes you into being autistic. Okay.
Yes.
Researchers noted that they had no data on painkillers or anesthetics used and thus couldn't address whether Tylenol was linked to autism. Imagine if they put an anesthetic and you become like a good autistic, like one of those guys that like builds trains all day and and does people. But if you don't use anesthetic, you become like nonverbal. Other researchers pointed out that the Denmark study looked at correlation, not causation. They also pointed to other studies that found no evidence to support a link between circumcision and autism. Correlation and autism. Isn't it a coincidence that 13% of the population commits 50% of the crimes? I think not.
Jesus Christ.
No. Yeah, that's a good point. You gotta look at the causes of things, not the correlations necessarily, because like there's a reason for correlations. Because like I bought this book. It's about redlining. It's called The Color of Law. It basically explains that what redlining is. Basically, if you go into a black neighborhood, it's like they're like real crappy, and the reason why they're real crappy is because the city does not fund it.
But
does not fund that area because they want them to starve. Yeah, man. And so that's the reason why, so you gotta look at like the root of things, because like I know there's like people who are racist. They're right, they're just not looking at the putting themselves in their shoes. They're just not putting themselves in their shoes. That's all.
what do you mean they're right?
I mean, like, remember that movie American History X where he's at the dinner table, and he's like, he's like going on rants. So basically, if it's like a real fear, fair enough. But if it's one of those ooga booga, come out of the bushes, you're a monkey stuff, that's bullshit. But this is right. This is based in reality. That's real fear.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know I'm crazy, but
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and yeah, they're just not looking at the causes of it, and they just keep saying like, well, blacks, do worse on tests than whites. It's like, yeah, but look at the schools they're going to, and look at the white kids in those schools, and it's like, it's real stupid. But I think Kennedy, honestly, I think Kennedy does more good than harm.
He does good. Yeah, he just says dumb shit.
Yeah,
and I think that's where it's like you can't, you have to really like sit down, smell the roses. You're the health guy. You know what I mean? You're the health nut. You're taking out all this bullshit, which I'm happy about. You're taking out the red dyes. You're taking out the fucking all the other bullshit stuff that makes us fucking obese and everything. But like, that's good. But like, you gotta fucking reiterate like what you're truly trying to do, because there's just a lot of dumb shit that we're going through right now, and it's like, what the hell?
Do you think he says dumb shit for the same reason Trump says dumb shit to get people to pay more attention to him?
I don't think so. No, he ain't like that. I don't think he's like that. It's just that like he just truly doesn't know, and when you truly don't know, it's different. You know what I mean? With Trump, he just does fucking stupid shit to piss people off.
Yeah, I know.
But he's been in the game since the fucking like late 70s, early 80s. So like, what the fuck do you expect? So
yeah, man. And
was that the last of the article?
Yeah, that was the last of the article.
Oh shit. So what's your take?
I think Kennedy is good for exposing Big Pharma for getting rid of Big Pharma.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's bad for
It's the everyday thing.
The everyday thing.
The everyday thing, like like pregnant women, like this type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like how the fuck can I lose weight? I was like, well, this, and this, and it's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird. All right, anything good?
No, I think we're good. That article.
We're gonna move on. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the funniest, probably the funniest thing we talk about, polyamory. With the rise of degeneracy, we have started to realize that how the consequences of this degeneracy, and polyamory is one of them. So, we like to shit on polyamory a lot because, oh my god, I'm gonna be honest with you, it is a gold mine.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking hilarious.
It's just like, how miserable do you have to be to choose this type of lifestyle?
Right.
All right, but here's one that says, that says, I threw away my future for polyamory. 15 years ago, I was 37. My then girlfriend, 34F, were thinking about conceiving.
Wait, 34F?
Female. 34 female.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were talking her tit size. That's why I was like, oh shit. Like, god damn.
Yeah, probably. If she had tits that big, I can see why he caved into polyamory. If this is what he's talking about.
Yes, Jesus.
At the time we've been together for 11 years, it seemed we had skipped over a whole adventurous part of our lives when we'd both be free and adults. I proposed an open relationship. She agreed. Okay, so it's the guy that wanted this to happen. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, it worked for me. I felt compersion, no jealousy. Yeah, no shit. It was good for you. You're fucking more than one woman.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy when she dated others, not so much the other way around. She was afraid I'd leave her, even though I assured her I wouldn't and still love her. And I never wanted to, even though I got seriously involved with some other woman.
Keep reading.
Jesus Christ. We did the work, quote unquote. We went into couples counseling with a polypositive therapist. We read all the right books, but it just didn't click for her. Oh. By this time, I had understood my need for openness as an orientation. So with great pain and sadness, we concluded we wouldn't have a child together, and we broke up.
Oh, fuck. Man.
I felt a deep, deep wound. It was as if I'd amputated part of myself, but it was for the best.
I told myself fucking had to be a Tylenol baby anyway because she was 34, so.
Oh, yeah. The poly circles I was in confirmed this. Mono and poly can't be compatible in the long run. No shit!
Dumbass.
Unless the other person is willing to give up an essential part of it themselves.
No shit, Sherlock, yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Like, first of all, it's obvious she wasn't on the same page. I don't know why. Like first of all, she said she was scared that you would leave her.
Yeah.
If you're scared that your partner is going to leave you, you've already lost.
Right.
You always got to be willing to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like one of the reasons why there's only so many times I can say what the fuck is wrong with you, but I'll say it again. There are only the people that are agreeing to this type of dynamic are the guys who are scared to say no to their partner.
Definitely.
Like you cannot be scared to say no. Like first of all, you being scared to say no, because I wouldn't let my side chick fuck another dude.
Yeah, but he was the reason why they went poly. So I think with that, like, he already knew, like, in the end of the day, like, he wasn't gonna have the kid, or they weren't gonna be together that long. So
yeah, I know.
So
I was like, so why are you wasting their time and why are you wasting your own time?
Yeah, you fucking other chicks. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
So what else?
It goes on. It says, on top, my ex's question often came back to me when she posed while we tried. If this is so important to you, why were you happy when we were closed? Then, as now, I didn't have an answer, but I told myself that I had simply not understood myself completely. Once I discovered who I truly was, there was no turning back. I had good times. I'm a pretty attractive man and had no problem establishing a series of good relationships with interesting women. Some even lasted years. But for some reason or other, everyone kept being in flux. No one ever settled down enough with me to have children, and having come from a household where both my parents Both my divorced parents often brought in new people. I didn't want to put my future children into the same destabilizing environment. Perhaps this is myopic on my part, but I wanted to give my children a stable two-parent home.
Mm-hmm.
Children crave stability and predictability. I didn't want to give them a new set of mothers every couple years.
Well, at least he's actually a good, like, thinking dude, at least.
Yeah, I know. It's
Just like
some
fuck,
stuff.
but, you know.
Yeah. So so here's the thing. So I feel like divorce doesn't, because like I was watching. You ever see that documentary on Kurt Cobain, Montage of Heck?
No, I don't believe so, actually.
All right, so it is entirely possible for kids to be fine after their parents divorced. You know, I feel like if the parents just handle it correctly, I feel like it won't be bad for the kid. But
a lot of divorce ends in like bloodshed and fucking welfare. Oh, dude, it's brutal. Yeah. So,
and the kids get stuck in the middle of it. So I think as long as you can assure the kids that it's not their fault, I think if divorce is not the worst thing in the world. Besides,
of course,
I feel like you know what's worse than divorce? Staying together with the wrong person, I feel like is worse than divorce. And I feel like if you're in the wrong, situation, I feel like you're, the kids are gonna be, damaged more than that.
right.
Yeah, because like, can I ask you a personal question?
Well, what's up?
Your parents are separated, right?
Yeah,
Did that have an effect on you and your siblings?
probably, but I don't really fucking.
Okay, so what did they get separated?
We're on and off for a while, so.
Oh,
No,
on and off.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No, like, dude, like, with me, like, it is just, yeah, like, like I said, it is what it is. But I knew young, like, dude, like, that's why, like, with me, like, I don't mind, like, personal shit, or, like, I've always been the type where it's, like, their relationship doesn't have to correlate with me.
Yeah.
I always fucking was, like, my relationship with my father is different than my mother, and my relationship with my grandfather is different than my grandmother, but if their relationship's ass, it has nothing to do with me. That's their own problem.
Oh,
so, like, right. You know what I mean? Like, and I already adapted that at, like, 12, 13, 14. Now I'm like, dude, like, and I told him straight up, like, dude, if you want to fucking divorce, just do it. Like, I don't really give a fuck. I'm old enough. Like, just do what you gotta do. But, like, but then it's like this, and this. And it's like, all right, sweet,
I feel like, so my parents were boomers, so they were part of that childish generation.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time there was like a huge fight at like the dinner table, slamming the fucking tables, not letting me and Annie leave the table, like screaming at each other. And one time my mom just asked and keep in mind, we're 10 and
8.
12 and 13.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or 13. I don't know. I don't know how old Annie was at the time exactly, but like, my mom was just like, would you like it if we got a divorce?
Oh, shit.
And we were like, no, we wouldn't fucking like it. Who would?
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I don't know, man.
I think if you bring in the kids in, then you already have, like, the problem. Because, like, it's like they say, like, marriage is work. So, like, at the end of the day, like, you're not going to have, dude, it's never 50-50. Some days are 70-30. Some days are 90-10. Like, dude, at the end of the day, like, that's why marriage doesn't work now. Is everybody wants to fucking do this, and this, and it's like, no, like, what the fuck? And then sometimes the divorce comes from money, because, you know what I mean?
It's mostly money.
It's mostly money. Like, that's all it comes down to. So, you genuinely still love each other, but then it's like, oh, you're not making as much, or, like, you lose your job, especially as a man, it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
so.
It's like, and if like, it's like one setback, you gotta divorce them, then they're doing you a favor.
Right. And that's where, like, at the end of the day, that's why it's better to,
And I feel so sorry for the couples that don't have a prenup, dude. Like, this is gonna be, like, my goal in this mind is to start a family, like, have children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really date that much, so I don't know how likely that's gonna be, but, I'm gonna have one standard with my wife, and this is gonna, if she's not on the same page with me, it's not meant to be together. We have to get a prenup,
right?
If we're gonna get married.
Yeah.
Because, like, you always got to be willing to walk away in a relationship. And marriage is a relationship.
Definitely.
So...
It's a relationship with the government involved, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
with the government involved.
Yeah.
It's like...
It had something like 60, 70 years ago, but it don't mean shit now. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. All right, the article goes on. Unfortunately, there was no one willing to go from poly to open relationship with me. And as the years passed, it seemed like more and more of my partners were divorcees who had embraced poly as a way to discover themselves in pure
Yeah, what the fuck? In their 40s, Jesus.
In their 40s, yeah. Oh my God.
Reckon because what he said 15 years ago, he was 37. Yeah, I'll do the math. That's 10. That's 47. God damn, 50. Jesus Christ.
Dear, I feel like those types of people are either the most C3 down to earth people or the most full of themselves people.
Yeah, but 53 and poly, damn, dude. Jesus.
Getting to the free love.
All right. Oh, unless he looks like Leo DiCaprio, like fuck.
Yeah,
but...
he better look like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hmm.
All right. The fully intentional polyamorous partners I had come to expect had dwindled, and I rarely met them anymore. But maybe I'm projecting. I don't know. The point is this: I'm 52 now. I wanted to open up my relationship because I felt that by discovering more people, I would experience love in a more complete way. Instead of love in a more complete way, what? Instead of limiting myself to one person and limiting that person to myself, we could discover so much more. We could spice our life with variety. See,
okay, that's the problem.
See, here's the thing. They tell us it's empowering. Hey, come do this. Come smoke this. Whatever. It feels really good.
Right.
Hey, come do this. It feels really good. It's empowering.
Yeah,
it's empowering.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. They gaslight you into say that they gaslight you into buying it. It's into thinking that this shit is good for you. It's like, no, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. And it's like, and this guy, I feel like this guy is just, was like a hoe in the past.
Yeah, who just didn't want to settle down. Yeah,
I didn't want to settle down, and now he's regretting it.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I feel like that's going to be countless people nowadays, man.
Your dick is not as good as it is. You could do it when, like, you're young, fuck around, and then, like, you meet a good one, and then bang. But, is what it is. A lot of them are all the same, so, meh.
But yeah, and now they're telling people that hoeing around is empowering, and now you have fuckers like, I'm not even gonna say their name because they're literally a demon who like slept with like 1,000 men in a day. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. I don't know. It's a demon. I don't want to give intention to demon. Yeah, and it's like
a sexual deviant. Yeah.
Deviants. Like, I think actual porn stars think that she's a creep.
Probably. Yeah. Sophie Rank thinks she's a creep. So.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Doesn't Sophie... Okay, Sophie Rain actually seems like a nice person. That's the thing.
Yeah, just has fat tits and a fucking nice ass.
And she doesn't, like, actually, like, fuck dudes on her OnlyFans.
Right.
She just sells titty pics. Something I noticed about OnlyFans, it's literally just titty pics.
Yeah.
For the most part.
A lot of it's just not truly even, like, yeah, that's how fucking down bad men are.
Yeah, I know. It's like you subscribe to them and to find out that it's not even, like, porn. It's just, like, boobs.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever. It's like, buddy... that's why I have a thing of like getting 8x10s because like I want to see boobs but like not be like boobs, shit like that, be perverted about it. If I didn't mention already, guys, I got a 8x10 of Francine from ECW, who is probably the most yummy of all the women from ECW.
Yeah,
no, that's Francine. She was in TNA too, right?
For a little bit, I believe. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
But anyway, the guy goes on. But what I really discovered is that variety might be spice of life, but not the spice of love. All things that truly matter in relationships are abstract. They are valuable, independent of material expression. Sex is great in relationships because it reaffirms the bond. Thank you!
Yeah. Thank you.
Whether or not that sex is great or boring or whatever doesn't actually matter that much. I've had amazing sex with near strangers and boring sex with partners I loved. I choose the love of the latter over the lust of the former anytime. Oh, man, that's heavy, dude. See, that's why I don't really hook up that much, because I don't want to have sex with someone that I don't, like, love or like.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Because, listen, Ric Flair, he's been married, 5 times?
Yeah.
Dude,
He's rich as shit.
Do you think he doesn't regret hoeing around?
Probably not. No.
Probably.
But he already got kids enough, so yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, man. It's like, and it like ruined him in the long run because he couldn't retire properly because of his alimony payments, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The same goes for cuddling, dates, conversations, hobbies. At some point, they become kind of irrelevant as novelties, and in short-term relationships, they lose their meaning. It's only because you can deepen the bond and intertwine that they gain meaning. Almost nothing anyone ever says is truly groundbreaking, and you don't have to fuck someone to hear it anyway. So when you try to date someone more deeply, you will inevitably find you've treaded the same ground before. You talk about the same childhood stories, sharing that one silly dream you have. That, in turn, makes it harder to stick around for either party when the going gets hard. Why invest time and effort in something that you've shared with a dozen others?
Right.
It never gets the chance to grow, and if it does, your poly escapades will take time away from developing your bond. This is so heavy, dude. Oh my God.
Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Jesus Christ.
Which brings me to the genius of monogamy. It's not that it solves a lot of issues in terms of jealousy and time allocation. To me, that was quite irrelevant. No, the genius lies in pretending uniqueness. When we say I love you, we're saying the same thing untold billions of people have said throughout history. But by pretending this is a unique thing, it becomes a unique thing. Slowly, it becomes more and more true. You become more and more of a whole, and that whole is actually quite unique within the world, much like an individual is. You could probably recreate it with others, which is what we do in polyamory. But each time you do, you realize you're going through the same patterns, the same application of abstractions, and it loses its magic. My ex found a new partner about a year later, and they quickly set to having a baby. She's now 49 and a happy mother of two, together with her partner. They are bonded. They will probably grow old together.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm looking at an empty future where I'm hoping to build what we used to have, but every time I date a new partner, it's so obvious I've been here before. Dates, sex, pillow talk, divulging your deeper secrets, it all becomes routine. Love is a sprint and then a marathon. You meet a lot of people, settle down, then bond and grow into something unique. It doesn't work as internal training. I'm looking forward to hearing from other middle-aged people who got into poly in their relative youth. Hopefully,
but that's the thing, like, dude, like, getting into it at 37, like, dude, like, you should have already had a fucking kid.
Yeah,
you should have already been there. Like, and I'm not trying to be like, but fuck, dude, like, this 40 equals 30, like, dude, like, yes, like, we're still like, you're still young. Motherfuckers live till 100. But you have to live on a timeline of being able to, if you're gonna be a good father, like, dude, you have to at least have them before fucking, like, at least between fucking 30 to 40. Like, I'm sorry. Like, dude, like, you just have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, like, I don't want to fucking be 50 and fucking be 68 when the motherfucker graduates. Fuck that, dude. I'm going to be miserable. You know what I mean? Then he's going to beat my fucking ass. Like, and then I want to whip my son's ass. It's a fucking rite of passage. Like, what the fuck? Like, shit.
Yeah, if I don't have kids by the time I'm like
you say that now.
Late 30s, I'm probably not gonna
29, so, fuck. I'm not looking good right now.
Yeah.
I have this coming in the next thing, I guess. I don't know. Yes, see.
But yeah, I don't want to be one of those like miserable ass parents who have like no testosterone and like doesn't let their kids do shit.
And then even don't be a step parent now.
Fuck, I'm not gonna be a fucking step parent now.
Hell no. No matter how good the ass looks.
Nah.
Or the sundress.
And the sundress.
Or the sister.
And heels.
And face.
With the hoop earrings.
And the
body chains.
And the chocha.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like
feelings so deep in my feelings. No, fuck that guy. Yeah. Well, not fuck that guy, because he fucked enough, but no, he finally realized, and he's like, dude, he's 52, fucking miserable, and, he should have not been fucking around as much,
Yeah, no, and a lot of people are going to come to regret that, and,
it's not like it wasn't dude, he had his fun, you know what I mean, and fun's good, but fuck, when you don't have kids, or you don't have a legacy, you know what I mean, especially as a man, you want to fucking create and build your legacy, so that's what kids are for, you know what I mean? And it's different if you're like a man and all you have is daughters. That just it is what it is. You just create new legacies. That's all it is. Or you're creating another, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's why it's an honor to actually have a son. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, like look at, like Tony Soprano was saying, you know, like, this is the fucking scene.
This is my male.
Look at it. Look at him.
And again,
Was it then he tried killing himself and then he's like, oh, it's my baby.
oh yeah, I know.
That shit was wild.
That was wild. And it's like the reason why Avery kills himself is because of Tony and Carmella's like talking down to him all the time.
Oh, he did end up killing himself. Yeah,
No, he didn't. He didn't.
But he ended up in the hospital, right?
Yeah, he ended up in the hospital. He didn't succeed at killing himself. No.
No. Yeah, because Tony pulled him out of the, because he tried tying himself with a cigar block.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's the way to go, though. Fuck.
Yeah, that is the way to go.
Jesus Christ.
And like they're talking about later in therapy, they're like, maybe this could have been a cry for help. I'm like, maybe, yeah, maybe. Or
God forbid.
Yeah, I know.
What was your cry for help, Conan?
My cry for help.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus.
My cry for help.
I had a fucking deep spot. There you go.
Let's see. Cries for help. Huh,
Was it trying to eat Willa's ass?
Oh my god.
No, that wasn't a cry for help. That was your dick thinking. You know, you were gonna be on that poly with Willa.
Oh god, didn't be taking advantage of her, man.
No, you wouldn't. No, she would have introduced you to some of her friends, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. Most definitely. If you're gonna be psycho like she is, you can be you can at least introduce me to your friends.
And then I'll fuck all your friends.
Yeah. But yeah, Will is a girl I had a thing with a couple years ago. It did not work out. Barely had a thing with, and I'm glad it didn't work out.
I wasn't gonna. He's gonna go see her on New Year's Eve for that.
No, I'm not gonna talk about her on the podcast because I was planning on not talking about her, but he brought it up, so I'm talking right now. But let's just say the less said about her, the better. She's nuts. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but keep it. All right, so going back to Polly, that guy, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I know.
All right. Anything you want to add?
No. You know, if you're going to be in a poly, all right, I'll add this. If you're going to be a man doing poly, do it when you're, like, young.
Yeah.
But choose, like hot, like, ridiculously hot women. I'm not doing it with, like, fucking 3s and 4s. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Ugly bitches. Yeah, no. You can't be poly when you're fucking ugly bitches. Just fucking cheat on your girl.
With an ugly bitch. I'd rather just get cheated on, honestly, than that. All right, see y'all. We're gonna try to. Dude, I gotta go down to the print shop, get some flyers to pass out.
Yeah, you do.
All right. All right. I requested more hours for work, and hopefully I have an excuse to not like sleep in all day. But
right?
Yeah.
How many more hours?
Like 10 more hours.
Oh, good
like
shit.
15 to like 20 to 30.
What, are you on break right now?
Break?
Yeah.
No, I'm not on any breaks. We don't get breaks there. Ugh. But all right, thank you for listening, y'all. We will see you next time we record.